Hello and welcome to I24 News World Cup show, where we will today summarize the quarterfinals and start to look ahead to the semis. With me here in the studio, our football analyst, Mutale Spiegler and Yoav Borovic. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, good day.
Germany, Brazil, the Netherlands, and Argentina. One of these four giants will be crowned world champion next Sunday. Can the hosts do it without their star Neymar? All that and more coming up. Let's get started. The quarterfinal frenzy began on Friday with the European clash between France and Germany. It was not the great match we could have expected, but the Germans don't mind. They are through to the semis after winning 1-0 on an early Mats Hummels goal. They will face Brazil, who beat Colombia 2-1, but this victory coming with a very heavy price. Brazil lose Neymar to a back injury, and he is now out of the tournament. The second semi-final will feature Argentina against the Netherlands. The Albiceleste beat Belgium 1-0 thanks to a Gonzalo Higuain goal who finally showed up. The Netherlands were taken all the way by Costa Rica, but the Dutch won on penalties. Motale, the Netherlands, they went to the penalties, and you need very big, we all know what, to do what Louis van Gaal did, replacing the goalkeeper right in front of the penalties. It worked, so we all hail him as a hero now.
He knows his job, and for me it was no risk. He knows better than anyone in the world of football who is better in penalty shoots.
If it wouldn't have worked, then we say, what do you do putting in a cold goalkeeper right in front of the penalties?
Van Gaal is so experienced, he don't care what we say. But what he did was, if you want, a risk, but it worked. The goalkeeper, not only he is good in goal, he can talk to the player who is shooting, and it takes him out of his concentration. So it worked, and well done, Van Gaal, well done for Kroll, the goalkeeper. Yes, let's say that the four favorites are in the semi-final.
I think every decision you make is a risk, because every decision
it's a risky job.
Yeah, it's a risky job, and every decision has its alternative, and you always take risks.
And plus, we all know better than everyone.
The thing is, we never saw such a thing. Like, we see football all our lives. I can't remember in the 120th minute to replace a goalkeeper.
It's like a basketball replacement to shoot free throws.
I think it was an outstanding decision by Van Gaal, and it definitely proved itself, because Krul stopped two kicks, and he was close to stop almost every penalty kick. It was just amazing.
He always picked the right corner.
But you know, everybody today hails Van Gaal as a genius, and okay, but if Holland yesterday concedes a goal in the overtime or loses in the penalties, and Holland loses in the quarterfinals to Costa Rica, you know, Van Gaal becomes a clown. He becomes a joke. So we see, you know, the distance between being a genius and being a clown.
The joke heading to Manchester United.
It's much more simple. If tomorrow this goalkeeper says, I'm not playing any more football, he will be the only goalkeeper in the history of football who never received any goal in the World Cup.
Obviously a big hero. That is the story with the Netherlands. But the biggest story of the quarterfinal is, of course, Neymar's injury. He's the leader of the Brazilian team, the only one who gave the Seleção the flash and glamour we like to see from them. They will now have to deal without him, and that's not the only absence Brazil will have to deal with, as Merab Savi reports.
It was a bittersweet victory for host Brazil on Friday, knocking out South American neighbor Colombia from the World Cup, beating them 2-1. Fans celebrated throughout the day. Their team is one step closer to winning the coveted trophy for the sixth time. The Seleção disappointed in the beginning rounds of the tournament, failing to play to their potential and awakening the critics. The Brazil team that stepped onto the field on Friday is the one we were expecting to see from the opening game. They struck early with a 7th-minute goal by Thiago Silva and were able to hold off a Colombia fight in the final minutes. But the game and Brazil's title hopes are overshadowed by the loss of star striker Neymar, who will sit out the rest of the World Cup with a fractured vertebrae after Colombian Juan Camilo Zuniga kneed him in the back. The incident fired up Brazil fans.
The game was good. What wasn't good was that cowardly attack on Neymar. I think that man should have been punished for what he did. The other one just bit someone, which was a lot less aggressive and was punished, and this guy went there to break the player's back.
Neymar's absence will be felt against Germany on Tuesday night. The striker scored 4 of the team's 10 goals and provided another assist. Brazilian legend Ronaldo knows it will hurt, but hasn't lost hope.
This Brazilian-Germany duel is really going to be electrifying. We're all scared about the loss of Neymar with the back injury he suffered, but Brazil needs to overcome. The Brazilian team needs to find the strength to face a great German team.
The striker will not be the only Brazil player watching this one instead of playing. Thiago Silva was given his second yellow card during the Colombia match and will have to sit out the game. And while this may arguably be a break for the Germans, it's not seen as any sort of victory just yet.
I said at the beginning, no German fan and no German players are happy with Neymar being injured. Fair play does not allow for that. We're here to play against the best teams in the world, and it is a shame that Brazil has been so seriously affected with Neymar's injury.
Neymar was already taken back to his home by helicopter, where he will join countless players in watching Tuesday night's match from the couch, but he did have a message for his fans.
Brazilian people, including players, coaches, and fans, this is a tough moment, and I lack the words to say what is going through my head and my heart. I just want to say that I am going to come back as quickly as possible. My dream was also to play in a World Cup final, but this time it didn't work out. I'm certain they will win this and will be champions. And I will be together with them. And we Brazilians are going to be celebrating all of this.
And as of right now, Neymar and Brazil's dreams of the world title are both still possible.
Motale, Lothar Matthäus said that no one in Germany is happy with the absence of Neymar. I believe him.
No one in the world of football is happy.
But it's a factor. Brazil is coming in to face Germany without their star and without their captain.
Listen, Brazil got better and their best game was the
Against
last
Colombia.
one. So I believe that Scolari knows exactly how to qualify and how to bring them to their best. As a team, they perform as much as they can. Every opponent is suffering from the intelligence and from the strength of this Brazilian team. Technique, no doubt, but they are tough, they are quick. He made the right changes, and if we have to talk about Neymar, of course, in the beginning of this World Cup, everyone said there is only Neymar, and without him there is no chance. No, it's not true, because he always said, I don't want to be the best goal scorer, I don't want to be the best player, I want only the cup. And believe me, the friends of him, who loves him so much, admire him, they will bring him the cup, because Brazil is strong now, and the experience, and they play at home, I can see them all the way.
And so what can Scolari do now, Yoav?
Neymar started the World Cup as the hero of Brazil. As Motale said, it was Neymar and 10 other players, but Brazil became stronger. And Neymar, if we'll say the truth, in the last two games was not as amazing as he started the World Cup. You know, he was still good, but not amazing. And he was amazing in the first 2-3 games. So I think Brazil can beat Germany, who also doesn't look so great, even without Neymar, because they have the team spirit. They have a lot of talented players, not on Neymar's level offensively, but still a lot of talented players. And Germany doesn't look so good. And Brazil is hosting, and as Motale said, Brazil will want to fight for their friend Neymar, for their whole country. I think it's going to be an amazing match. It's like a final, Brazil-Germany, but I still think Brazil are slight favorites in this match, even without Neymar.
I would say, like Argentina used yesterday Higuain to score his first goal, Fred, who everyone made a joke out of him, he will be the man. Together
Fred,
with
Joe,
Hulk,
Bernard,
they will do everything from here for Neymar to be the winner.
And they also want to prove that we're good enough. Because now everybody's talking about Neymar. Think about the other players. What do they think? What, are we nothing? You know, they just talk about Neymar. We'll prove them that we're worth.
I think, Motale, Brazil already did good things in the past when their big star
You're
went away.
taking me back to 1962 when Pelé came as a World Cup winner from 58, and then at the early stages he got injured, and his replacement, Amarildo, I hope I pronounce right his name, he was the hero of the winning in Chile in 1962. So Brazil has the force, Brazil has the courage, the heart, and a clever coach.
But on the other hand, we have Germany and we have the great Manuel Neuer. You know, it's a World Cup of goalkeepers. A lot of great goalkeepers.
What a save on Benzema on the final minute.
You know what he did versus France? They just could not. I think they would play for another 900 minutes. They could not score against that guy. So it's going to be a very tough game. And I think basically we're probably talking the two best national teams in the world, arguably. Just a great match.
And this Brazil-Germany clash will take place on Tuesday night. The following night, it will be another huge battle, Argentina against the Netherlands. The media in both countries celebrates the quarterfinal victories and gets ready for the Messi-Robben clash. But it's not only these two who will have to step up. Here's Marav Savir's press review.
As we've seen already so many times in this World Cup, it comes down to the end. The Netherlands ended Costa Rica's Cinderella run on penalty kicks last night with several great saves from backup goalkeeper Tim Krul. As they say in De Telegraaf, it was a true battlefield out there. It wasn't easy for the Dutch to advance to the semi-finals. Costa Rica pushed them to the limit, and they called it a blood-curdling penalty shootout. Coach Van Gaal, who they nicknamed Golden Grip Gaal, was again under pressure. His decision to bring in Krul put him on the spotlight, and after his penalty performance, Krul became the new hero for the Orange. The other victors of the night, Argentina. In Clarín, they say Alejandro Sabella went to sleep on Friday with doubts, thinking about what changes he will make. The newspaper says he made the right choices, one of which was putting in Lucas Biglia, who they say lived up to the occasion. Biglia previously played in the Belgian league. With him, Argentina owned the midfield. They say it was a surprise that Sabella decided to make two changes in the lineup, but like the fans back home, the manager saw that Gago and Hernandez are not at their best and decided to leave them both out, which was arguably the right thing. And in the Washington Post, Argentina earns first trip to World Cup semifinals in 24 years. The newspaper highlights how all other factors that have happened so far in the World Cup have led to one thing. It's Leo Messi's World Cup. They say Ronaldo is long gone, Neymar is injured and won't play, the stage is set for Messi. The Post says he didn't perform to his potential in the win over Belgium, but he's the reason they've made it so far. And in Bleacher Report, they're wasting no time already looking ahead to Wednesday's matchup. But they're looking at the little guys who can really make the difference, saying every player on the pitch will have to step up and will include big moments from the stars, including Messi and Robben, but that, quote, many of the players who get less attention will also have a huge impact in the action. And it's those players who will help decide who makes it to the finals, highlighting Argentinian center back Ezequiel Garay, saying he'll have a huge role against some of the best scorers in the world. The big guys or the little guys, it doesn't matter. We can be sure both semifinal games will be a battle.
Motale, it's the big boys now. 4 teams, 3 of them world champions. Netherlands are yet to prove they can do it. They were 3 times in the final, but there's no trophy for them yet.
Not only to prove, they have to forget what happened to them at the final against Germany 74, final against Argentina 78, and 98 against Brazil. So
in the semi, they lost to all of them.
The big losers are at the stage where they can win it all. But of course, against Argentina, it's going to be a real battle, you know. Messi, tradition, a stronger team in the beginning. Everything is ready for a great game. And as I said a couple of weeks ago, it will be Europe against South America. It's still open.
And the Dutch can do it.
Yeah, we probably have the 4 greatest teams in the semifinals, which is really nice. The Dutch can do it because Di Maria, one of the best Argentinians, is injured, will not play. So you have Messi, you have Higuaín who scored. On the other hand, you have Robben, you have Van Persie, who missed a lot of opportunities yesterday.
Robben was very good yesterday. He did not score, but he was very good. He's in shape.
Robben could be the best player in this World Cup, including James Rodriguez, because Robben really carries on his back. You know, by himself, he carries the Dutch team. He creates a lot of opportunities.
Biggest loser, and he might finish this World Cup as a winner.
Robben will want to show one thing. He says the whole world is watching now, Leo Messi and myself. And in this game, I want to show that I'm just as good as Messi. He's not, but you know, the way he plays in this World Cup is just as good as Messi. You know, what a fascinating game.
No, but one thing that may help Argentina, Finally, Belgium did not play close like Switzerland, like the teams they made in the previous rounds. They had the surface to run around. The Netherlands will play open as well.
Yeah, Belgium did a big mistake not playing Lukaku, not playing Mertens. I think Wilmots, the coach, did a very big mistake because he could have beaten Argentina. Argentina, 8th minute, got the goal. Then, we didn't see it wasn't a quality game. Also, the Holland-Costa Rica game was not quality, but we could see that Holland is much stronger than Costa Rica.
I stopped counting how many posts Wesley Sneijder had.
The Netherlands created a lot of opportunities, and I think they can and will beat Argentina in the semifinals.
For sure, it's not counting the opportunities, and as we saw at the quarterfinals, not as much goal scoring.
Right.
So defense plays a big role, and both teams, all the 4 teams, they have a very strong defense. The whole team is defending from up front. So
and all the goalkeepers are amazing.
Goalkeepers, defense, the balance of the team, and everything can happen in these 2 great
semi-final
games.
evenings are waiting for us. Argentina against Holland.
We are ready in any case.
We are ready.
It's going to be there.
Motele Spiegler, Yoav Borovic, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. We'll be here again tomorrow with our World Cup special. See you then. Bye-bye.